You ready to read for 3 hours?
Let's go! I don't want to do the full 3 hours. I want to get the achievement. I want to get the achievement, and then
We're
we're
doing
done.
the full 3 hours.
Hey, I have to get to it. Alright, fine. Alright. Time for me to be Monika for like 3 hours.
True
Until I,
hundo or bust.
I'm not reading 3 dots. What just happened? I just had an awful dream. I was hoping this would stop. Now that it's just the two of us. I guess I was wishful thinking. Savgo, I don't know if you would have had any idea. But if you know what might be causing that, could you try to do something about it? Whenever it happens, it almost feels like I've been killed or something. It's a really horrible feeling. If you could figure out what's causing that, I love you forever. Now, where was I?
Closing the game be like.
Hey, did you know I'm vegetarian?
Wait, I can skip.
Wait, she goes in order? Hmm. Ah, I don't mean that like I'm bragging or anything. I just thought you enjoy a fun fact about me. I decided to start a couple years ago after learning more about Earth's climate. The carbon footprint of cultivating livestock is just unbelievable. Anyway, I decided it's not much of a personal sacrifice to just stop contributing to that whole mess. What? Is that so strange of a reason? Well, I guess a lot of people are more concerned about being inhumane and all of that. I don't really care as much about that part. It's weird. Like, we only care about killing the things that we personally relate to as a species. Most people are fine with killing bugs because they're icky.
Save the bugs.
I agree. And of course, we all kill billions of microorganisms I was about to say a day, and this is daily. Daily without even giving it a thought. But suddenly, if they're just a little bit bigger, it's murder. I mean, what if plants feel some kind of pain too, and we just don't understand it? What if pulling leaves off a stem feels like someone ripping off your fingers one by one? I'm just saying, we're a pretty biased species if you think about it. That's why I got mad at my mother for cutting down the tree outside. I got really mad at her, and I'm like, "What did the tree ever do to you?" And she's like, "It got in my way," and I'm like,
Bruh.
"It's blinding me. I can't deal with it." It's like, cope. That's an example where cope actually is good.
Trees have feelings too.
I'm going to mute the game and turn on the OST because I'd rather listen to that.
Okay.
Anyway, if you ever feel like making a small contribution to the planet, it doesn't hurt to choose veggies once in a while. True. You know, even if we ever have dinner together and you just did it for me, that would be really romantic. That's one! 40 billion left to go.
My issue with personal vegetarianism and veganism is that it's not gonna stop the industry. The only way to stop the industry is to, like, bomb slaughterhouses and
Yeah.
farms. Basically do an ALF.
I hate how far. What am I doing, man? I can't read. I hate how hard it is to form habits. There's so much stuff where actually doing it isn't hard, but forming the habit seems impossible. It just makes you feel so useless. I can't do anything right. I think the new generation suffers from it the most. Probably because we have a total different set of skills than those who came before us. Thanks to the internet, we're really good at sitting through tons of information really quickly. But we're bad at things that don't give us instant gratification. I think if science, psychology, and education don't catch up in the next 20 years, then we're in trouble. But for the time being, if you're not one of the people who can conquer the problem, you might just have to live with feeling awful about yourself. Good luck, I guess. She's not wrong. Slavka, would you ever introduce your friends to me?
How would I do that?
I don't know why, but I get really excited when I think about you wanting to show off our relationship like that. Maybe it's because I really want to be with I want to be someone who makes you proud. I think I would try extra hard to improve myself if you told me it made you proud of me. I hope it's the same the other way around too.
Could you not do a murder?
True. True. I
Murder is
agree.
simply an exercise of the power you have over another person, and power is bad. Stop that.
Gosh, I used to be so ignorant about certain things. I was in middle school. I thought that taking medication was an easy way out or something like that. Like anyone could just solve their mental problems with enough willpower. I guess if you don't suffer from mental illness, it's not possible to know what it's really like. Are there some disorders that are overdiagnosed? Probably. I never really looked into it though. But it doesn't change the fact that a lot of them go undiagnosed too, you know? But medication aside, people even look down on seeing a mental health professional. True. Like, sorry that I want to learn more about my own mind, right? Everyone has all kinds of struggles and stresses, and professionals dedicate their lives to helping with those. If you think it could help you become a better person, don't be shy to consider something like that. We're on a never-ending journey to improve ourselves, you know? Well, I say that, but I think you're pretty perfect already. You know, it's been a while since we've done one of these. So, let's go for it. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when I talk to people who are impressed by my writing, they say things like, I can never do that. It's really depressing, you know? As someone who loves more than anything else to share the joy of exploring our passions, it pains me when people think that being good just comes naturally. That's how it is with everything, not just writing. When you try something for the first time, you're probably gonna suck at it.
Probably. No, you are.
Sometimes, when you finish, you feel really proud of it, and even want to share it with everyone else. But maybe after a few weeks, you come back to it, and you realize it was never really any good. That happens to me all the time. But it can be pretty disheartening to put so much time and effort into something, then you realize it sucks. But that tends to happen when you're always comparing yourself to the top professionals. When you reach right for the stars, they're always going to be out of your reach, you know? The truth is, you have to climb up there, step by step. And whenever you reach a milestone, first you look back and see how far you've gone. And whenever you reach and then you look ahead and realize how much there is to go. Sorry, that was my computer. So sometimes it can help to set the bar a little lower. Try to find something that you think is pretty good, but not world class. And you can make that your own personal goal. It's also really important to understand the scope of what you're trying to do. If you jump right into a huge project and you're still amateur, you'll never get it done. So if we're talking about writing, a novel might be too much at first. Why not try some short stories? The great thing about short stories is that you can focus on just one thing that you want to do right. That goes for small projects in general. You can really focus on the one or two things. It's such a good learning experience and stepping stone. Oh, one more thing. Writing isn't something where you just reach into your heart and something beautiful comes out. Just like drawing and painting, it's a skill in itself to learn how to express what you have inside. That means there are methods and guides and basics to it. Reading up on that stuff can be super eye-opening. That sort of planning and organization will really help prevent you from getting overwhelmed and giving up. And before you know it, you start sucking less and less. Nothing comes naturally. Our society, our art, everything, it's built on thousands of years of human innovation. So as long as you start on that foundation and take it step by step, you too can do amazing things. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. You ever have that thing happen where you just get anxious for no reason? Like, you're just minding your own business and you realize you're feeling really anxious. And you're sitting there like, what am I even anxious about right now? So you
Oh.
start to think about all the things that you might be anxious about. And that makes you even more anxious. That's the worst. If you're feeling anxious, I'll help you relax a little. Besides, in this game, all worries are gone forever.
Worryant, perhaps.
I know times you won't always be able to be here with me. Like if you need to go out or take care of other things. Oh, true. But I'll always have you in my thoughts, patiently waiting for you to come back. Come to think of it, if you copy my character file onto a flash drive or something, you can always keep a part of me with you. Wait a minute. How can you do that when the file... That line doesn't make any sense in Plus.
Sure it does.
Because that's not how this works in Plus. That's how it worked in the original. That doesn't make any sense when brought over. I guess it's kind of unorthodox, but I find it really romantic for some reason. You're just obsessed, dude. Sorry, that's such a silly idea. I don't mean to be too needy or anything, but it's kind of hard when I'm so in love with you. Yeah, you're fucking obsessed. Just a little bit.
Little bit, a lot.
A little bit, a lot, you know, same word. You know, it kind of sucks to be the creative type.
But everyone's a creative type.
It feels like they work so hard but get almost nothing for it. You know, like artists, writers, actors. It's sad because there's so much beautiful talent in the world, but most of it goes unseen and unpaid. I guess that just means there's a huge surplus of creativity, huh? Kind of makes you feel like you're just not special at all. Well, that's fine. You're supposed to just write for yourself anyway, right? Yeah. Sometimes I think back to middle school. I'm so embarrassed by how I used to behave back then. It almost hurts to think about. I wonder if when I'm in college, I'll feel that way about high school. I like the way I am now, so it's pretty hard for me to imagine that happening. But I also know that I'll probably change a lot as time goes on. At least you enjoy the present and not think about the past. That's really easy to do, with you here. You know, it's funny, because even though I've always had a lot of drive, there's something kind of enticing about being the stay-at-home partner. I guess I'm like perpetuating gender roles or whatever by saying that. But being able to keep the house clean and shop and decorate and things like that, and having a nice dinner for you when you come home. Is that a weird fantasy? I mean, I'm not sure if I could actually see myself doing that. I wouldn't really be able to put that over striving for a fulfilling career. It's kind of cute to think about, though. Eh? Did you just say kiss? No. But Monica, Monica, I never did such a thing at all. This suddenly, it's a little embarrassing. But if it's with you, I might be okay with it. Wow, sorry. I really couldn't keep a straight face there. That's the kind of thing girls say in these kinds of romance games, right? Don't lie if it turns you on a little bit. Oh shit. I'm kidding. Well, to be honest, I do start getting all romantic when the mood is right. But that'll be our secret. You know, I've always hated how hard it is to make friends. Well, I guess not the making friends part, but more like meeting new people. I mean, they're like dating apps and stuff, right? That's not the kind of thing I'm talking about. If you think about it, most of the friends you make are people you just met by chance. Like you had a class together, you met them through another friend. Or maybe they were just wearing a shirt with your favorite band on it. You just decided to talk to them. That's kind of accurate to somebody I know. They had a Natsuki profile picture, and I saw an intro, and I'm like, yo, Natsuki profile picture. I want to message this person. And I'm like, you know, really, 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 really good friends with them now. And it's crazy how that just like happens. Like, that's just nuts. That like, oh, I know this person like Natsuki. I'll probably get along with them. And I was just looking to make new friends, and that just kind of happened.
Shouts to Bugs. He's awesome.
Things like that. But isn't that kind of inefficient? It feels like you're just picking a complete random. If you get lucky, you make a new friend. Yeah, exactly. That's how making friends works. Comparing that to the hundreds of strangers we walk by every single day, you could be sitting right next to someone compatible enough to be your best friend for life. But you'll never know. It's true. Once you get up and go on with your day, that opportunity is gone forever. It's true. Isn't that just depressing? No, it's just reality. But in an age where technology connects us to the world, no matter where we are, I really think we should be taking advantage of that to improve our everyday social life. But who knows how long it will take for something like that to successfully take off. I seriously thought it would happen by now.
It kind of does, though.
Well, at least I already met the best person in the whole world. Even if it was by chance. I guess I just got really lucky, huh? You know, high school is a really turbulent time in a lot of people's lives. People get really passionate and dramatic. And others have aching hearts who seek attention on social media. Not me! Not me! Laughs nervously. But all the social pressure and hormones can lead to a dark time in people's lives. Not me! Everyone has a story. You may not know what someone is really feeling on the inside. True. Many people who are depressed don't even bother telling the world about it. Not Sayori. They don't want attention because they've already given up on the inside. The feeling of worthlessness is so overwhelming that they don't even want people to tell them otherwise. Depression comes in many forms, but that is one of them. Just, if you think you know someone struggling with depression, you can help just by treating them like they're a good friend. Spend time with them, even if they don't feel like doing much. And remind them that they always have something to look forward to. Making plans in advance, letting them borrow something, or even just saying, see you at school tomorrow. All of those things can help your friend make it to the next day. I hope being friends with Sayori is giving you some perspective on the true face of depression. Yeah, she's gone now. But Sayori was never real in the first place. No, she was. You're real. Your friends are real. And just by being a good person, you can save someone's life. As for you, you don't struggle with depression or anything like that, do you? Because you, too, have people who would want to save your life. Maybe they don't express it every day, or maybe they don't even know how to. But people do feel that way. I promise. Man, humans are complicated. But as long as you're here with me, I'll take care of you, my love. You're such a good listener, Zovgo. I really love that about you. And just like that, my computer said, okay, it works now. Sometimes I'm afraid that I'm rambling or talking about boring things. It makes me self-conscious when I'm having conversation. But I don't feel that way with you. Like, I don't think anyone else could make me feel this way. You really are special. I don't want anyone to tell you otherwise. And some of these dialogues are really short, and some of them are really long.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's been 15 of them yet, has it been?
Nah.
Yeah, you haven't. Yeah.
7.
It's been more than 7. I think we're more like 11 or 12. Do you ever just feel like there's no real reason for you to be alive? Yes. I don't mean in like a suicidal way. Still, yes. I just mean how nothing that we do is special. True. Just being in school or working at some job for some company. It's like you're completely replaceable, and the world wouldn't miss you if you were gone.
Haha, welcome to alienation.
True. It makes me really want to go and change the world after I graduate. But the older I get, the more I realize that it's an immature frame of thinking. It's not like I can just go change the world. Like, what are the chances that I'll be the one to invent artificial intelligence or become president? It feels like I'm never going to make up for the heaps of resources I spent living my life. That's why I think the key to happiness is to be hopelessly selfish. Just to look out for oneself and those who happen to be their friends only because they grew up with them. Never mind the fact that they're spending their entire life taking and consuming and never giving back. But when people realize the world would benefit more from them killing themselves, they change their whole. Oh God! It's like they have to justify their reason to live by tricking themselves into thinking they're doing good. Anyway, I want to live my life desperately striving to pay back my lifetime's worth of consumption. If I ever surpass that point, then I'm a net positive and I can die happy. Of course, even if I fail to do that, I think it would be too selfish to kill myself anyway. So much for being a good person, right?
Achievement unlocked. She will never be real.
Oh, that's 15. I told you. I told
Mhm.
you it's been like... Yeah. So we can get it out and see if there's anything new.
Mm-hmm.
Or then come back. I don't feel like we've been here long enough.
Yeah, it hasn't been an hour. It's been like half an hour. And like 40
Yeah.
minutes, but half an hour of
Alright.
dialogue.
Yeah.
You were doing something else for 10. Alright. Oh, wait. Oh. New picture. Da, 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 da,
My
da,
computer
da,
decided to freeze.
Right here.
There we go. Act 3, listen to at least 15 of Monica's monologues. We got nothing else. Alright, back to it.
Yep.